Buster McThunderstick. I got an elephant dick. It's long and it's wide. I
don't know what song we just used, but I know it's funny.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Dormtainment podcast. You already know who you got here. You got Rome. You got Dante Dyer. You got
just regular Tay.
I'm giving that my.
You got Cam. You got C Diddy. You got A-Man, the caveman.
Looking like one right now.
His nickname the caveman?
Yeah, we used to call him that back in Lindbergh.
A-Man the caveman.
And you already know you got the one and only. You got me. So,
there's more mics.
Yeah, there's plenty of mics. Anyway, man, we're going to start off today's episode with the new segment we call Things We Not Gonna Talk About. So the first thing we not gonna talk about is how come every time there's beef around and two people are warring with each other, here come the game out of nowhere, interfering with everybody and butting in.
And I'm scared because I live in LA and I just want to make sure I can go outside on a daily basis. That's what
Well, technically, you don't live in LA.
Well, technically not, but it just in California in general, you know, game run California.
Yeah, the other day, Rome said something to me. We kind of argued a little bit. I got upstairs and the game texted me. He was like, "You got problems with Rome?"
Did you respond back?
Question: how did you know it was the game? Is this just a random number, or?
I had his number saved.
Oh, okay. You had his number saved.
And the first text man said, "You think it's a game?"
But we ain't gonna talk about it.
That's what we're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about this new DJ Khaled song with Chris Brown and Big Sean in the video where when he and Lil Wayne when he pulls up and he says, "Baby, how many times I gotta tell you to come here?" Nigga, you just pulled up, so how I know how many times you told me to come here. He was talking to her in the car. He said, "I told you to come here. Told you to come here." He hopped out. How many times I tell you to come here? And we're not gonna talk about how the girls had headphones on, and I just know they wasn't listening to nothing. I know they wasn't listening.
But what if he called her and said, "Come here"? She didn't come, so that's why he came to her.
That could
happen, but I know that didn't. That's not what happened.
It wasn't.
The director said action. He said, "Just make up something." He said, "I got it."
And advice to women: be wary of a man who wants to hear his name from you all the time.
Yeah, and
if a man asks you, "What's my name?" a lot of times, and you're not having sex,
yeah, like if y'all at dinner and he's just like, "Say my name,"
you might want to stay away.
And if he has to direct you to give him another kiss and another one and another one, then I don't know. Y'all relationship weird. That's all I can say.
But why if that's like just script to say, "What's my name?"
That's what
we ain't gonna talk about.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about it. So
we're not gonna talk about how Verizon just bought AOL for $4 billion.
Okay, AOL.
And
AOL,
come back. AOL has 2 million users still on dial-up. They get 40 million a year still. Right? Well, you know that
40 million people.
Yeah, man. But hey, business is not wrestling. You know what I mean? They just chill for a minute.
So if someone buy AOL, when someone gonna buy SOL?
What's SOL?
You know what it is.
Nah, we need you to say it.
Shit out of luck.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
We ain't gonna talk about Murder Move, Battle, and Drake.
I kind of want
to. We ain't gonna talk about it.
You sure?
But I don't want to talk about it.
But
until it happens, I don't want to talk about it.
All right. We ain't gonna talk about it. All right, so we ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about these announcements
Before we go to these announcements, I just want to say, Game, I love your music.
Okay.
I love everything that you do. So when you do come for Mike or Rome,
just come for Mike or Rome. I want to make a beat for you, dog.
Listen.
We didn't even beef with him yet.
It don't matter. I want to make a sketch.
Listen, Game, I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% confident you can whoop my butt. But
You talking about fighting?
Okay.
What we not gonna talk about is the man who have to say whoa after everything. Anyway, go ahead, Rome.
We're gonna kick off these announcements basically by first saying thank you guys for watching the latest skit. When it sounds like sex, when she trying to sex, yeah.
You don't even know.
I knew it was something with sex.
A lot of people don't know we had like 8 titles before.
Yeah.
The title switched like 10 minutes before we posted it too.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching that and commenting and sharing that. Also, thank you on the app download. So make sure you guys are still going to look in your app store, download the Dormtainment app. Just click Dormtainment in there, and you should find it.
You get bonus footage with that.
You get bonus footage with that. You get us, clowning around
behind the scenes,
all that good stuff. Also, want to announce that we demand is still up. Please do go vote your city up. We're trying to do a venue tour in the fall, and we want to come to your city. We want to do cool things in your city, so please come out and please vote your city up.
Can I make an announcement about this cheddar biscuit that I'm eating right now? And can I make an announcement about Red Lobster's cheddar biscuit rationing system, dog?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on,
rationing system.
Yeah, yo, it's something weird. They brought out 4 biscuits. I was like, all right, cool. We got the 4 biscuits.
Right.
Then they start bringing out 2, and they start like, I'm like, yo, can I get some biscuits? They're like, they was putting some type of limit on it, and I felt it. And I kept making eye contact with my waiter. I was like, yo, bruh, like, bring these biscuits.
So you wanted them to just bring a basket like they're supposed to?
I want you to bring a sack of fucking cheddar
they
biscuits.
caught on.
They caught on.
Yeah.
They caught on, especially because I'm black. I'm black.
So how many biscuits did you want?
At least 20.
No, that's unreasonable.
Because I used to go to Red
That's a
Lobster,
lot of bread.
get a lemon water and some biscuits.
That's it.
Biscuits and picnic, yeah. And then when the menu comes, like, you know what? I ain't even hungry no more.
I remember it was a New Year's that me and Mike, I think the next morning we were hungover, went to Red Lobster, and them biscuits soaked up a lot of liquor. So that I commend them to them biscuits. They get the job done.
They're getting the job
but they
done.
don't need to be limited in biscuits.
Is it Popeyes over Red Lobster or Red Lobster over
Red
Popeyes?
Lobster's a different tier of.
It's a different tier of
Yeah,
biscuits.
that's I would agree.
But let's shout out
Dang.
the Pillsbury ones that you put in the oven with the little flaky crust.
Oh, yeah.
The honey one.
Oh my god.
And were you afraid to open
Honey
that
butter?
thing for a while?
No, it's exciting for me.
I used to be afraid that pop would scare me.
No, I was excited.
Come on, man. We gotta stop talking about food.
But-
Man. I'm getting hungry.
The pop would scare you. Okay, what else? The announcement. Oh, DVD. Digital DVD. Here we go. It sounds so terrible.
I know we
Digital
need a new
DVD.
name. Just
Basically, what we doing is we giving y'all a compilation, a bunch of shit at once, so y'all can buy and have on your phone right now at one day. Y'all wait like 10 weeks for 10 skits or 2 skits or whatever. Now y'all get to have a
get it all.
multitude of them at once.
And as well as all the extra bloopers, the funny scenes behind it that is not readily available to you right now.
Yeah,
But we're going to be working on that in the next 3 weeks. You may get a few videos here and there in between. We will keep you posted with that, because our schedule is a little everywhere. But we want to give y'all the best. So, that is the edit for the announcements that I can think of. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah,
Okay,
that's about
okay.
it.
Well, today's topic, guys, we're going to be talking about love.
Okay.
But what part of love we're gonna be talking about? It's a certain topic I want to hit. Now myself, I'm in touch with my emotions. I guess I'm that type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays with the type of music we got and Instagram and all the options, I wanted to know: is love still a cool thing for everybody? Is love still cool?
Love is very cool to me. It is very cool to me because there's nothing like having one person to be cool with. Having one person that you have intimacy with, which is what is lacking in the relationships, I guess, of the world today. Because when you have intimacy, you have, that trust, you have that bond. Like, they almost finish your sentences. I think that's cool because you don't have that bond with nobody else. I mean, you might have it with your... Well, actually, no. There's nothing like a significant other bond. I think that's cool because I just think it's something different. I think it's something.
I don't think love cool. Pass me my liquor. No. Like, I personally, I'm gonna fuck with you when what I mean. Like, when you say like, you think love is cool. Like, I think love is cool. And plus me, like, I'm a different type of dude. So when I find somebody I like, I'm like, okay, I got to keep this person around because I don't fuck with a lot of people. But I think the common perception or like what it means to be in love, like people like relationships. They don't like love. Love is hard.
Yeah.
Love to take sacrifice and Sade got a song that say love is stronger than pride. And people are very prideful nowadays. You know what I mean?
I like that song too.
Yeah.
I feel like love is not just only cool, it's necessary. Especially for humans to coexist. Like, you need love. Like, even if, like, you look at as humans age over time, right? Like when you're born, you get a lot of love, the baby. Everybody want to hold you, want to touch you. And then you grow up, you're a teen, you kind of back off a little bit, but you still, even though you're rebellious, you still really want love, right? Then as an adult, you find someone, you have family, then you get to like senior citizens type of age, and people not really, touching you as much or coming around, giving you as love, and then they kind of, pass away because of that. So I think love is necessary. Yeah. Not just cool. So.
But okay, so speaking of it being cool, is it cool to post your love on Instagram, your relationship status, your other significant other?
I think it is to a certain extent.
It's not
in moderation.
It's to a certain extent.
It's not cool when it comes to cool. Is not about you. Cool is about other people. Other people's perception.
Okay.
Cool is being single. Or having a wife that is somebody who is a cool relationship,
like Kim K.
If Kanye was dating like a regular looking girl, that would just didn't look that good, people would not think that he was cool anymore. Even though he had love.
It's true.
Even though he had love.
Honestly,
that might make it cooler actually
for certain people, but not for the masses.
It's like Kendrick Lamar, his regular girlfriend. That's cooler than Kim K. Like,
for you, it's cool.
But see, that fits his character though. You know what I mean? He's a laid back type of dude. He's not the character who's braggadocious. I mean, he is braggadocious, but in a very controlled way.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when you like that public eye person, it's not cool. If that love has to be for everybody. You know what I mean?
People want to see you with the person they want to be with.
People want to see you with the person they want to be. Yeah, exactly.
That's a good. Or
if they can't,
that's an interesting point.
But if they can't be with you, if people can't be with you, they want to see you with the person that they think that you deserve.
Okay.
Well, for
you know
me,
what I mean?
I think in moderation.
Well, they gonna hate.
You gotta look at relationships like everything else you love and that you post. If I like a song or I really like a song, I'll post that because I love it. If I like something about Dallas, I'll post that. About Dormtainment, I love that. So why not? Why can't I make a post about someone I love?
So your girl is Amigos track. Is what you're saying?
Hey man, that's y'all love y'all song. Couples have songs, but I'm saying in moderation though. Like you don't have to flood it for everyone to see.
It becomes a problem when you're not in a relationship. That's when they want to post it when you're not in a relationship.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, if you just talking, like if you at your beginning stages of like I've known you 2-3 months, and you just want to post, I've had a situation like that before where the girl we went out on a date or whatever, it was cool, we've been talking for like 2-3 months, and she asked me how I felt about posting stuff on our relationship on Instagram, because it's not a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, but it is a relationship because it's interaction with that person, And I said, well, I don't really want to do that because I don't want to ruin something before it even begins, because people they assume things, they write stuff, it's just all in your business. And she was like, all right, I understand. And then come a couple days later, she posted. And then I let it slide. I was like, all right. I ain't gonna trip because she ain't got that many followers. I ain't even gonna trip.
How many followers she had?
Maybe in the 300-400s, whatever. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people, but
it
ain't too bad. But here's where the problem came in as when she came at me sideways.
When you didn't post.
No, when I didn't like it.
Oh.
Like, what kind of shit are you on? Like, because I liked it when I said, oh, that's a nice picture, and I told you not to post it, and you posted it anyway. You don't come at me sideways after you done something wrong.
So she hit you up and was like, you didn't like my picture?
She hit me up and said, oh, you can be on Twitter.
Come on, man. I can't deal with like my picture.
But you can't like my picture.
So she did a couple of things wrong.
She did.
Let's go down the list.
Yeah.
Let's go down the list.
You asked her not to post it.
Yeah.
A couple of days later, she posted.
Out of respect, I said, don't post it. Okay, cool.
Then she said, oh, you on Twitter, you can't like it. So basically, we're going to go back. She was stalking you.
Yeah.
Stalking your social media.
What's value on this stuff?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So she did all that and they got mad at you.
Yeah, but I had to break it down to her. I said, listen, what you're looking for is confirmation from your friends that you with somebody, that you got a Valentine's Day. I don't care about that.
Wait, hold on. It was Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was
Hold
Valentine's.
on. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Hold on. You gotta mention that.
What's
It's not a
whole
regular
different?
day. It's not a regular day. It's not just June. It's not just August.
It's the same thing. It magnifies because it's not.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
But-
magnified. I mean, in
But
her
I
favor.
understand. It's the same.
To an extent, but nah, not when I asked you.
How long were y'all talking for?
Like 2 months.
But it was Valentine's Day.
I don't listen.
Here's the thing, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Because even if it had been 2 years, if he say I don't like my stuff on social media, she should respect it.
That's the principle about it, yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You set certain things and certain.
Very
You're like, hey,
true.
I like this. I don't like this. You know what I mean? Same way a girl does a lot of things for a dude. So you know what I
And
mean?
another
Like-
thing is they wasn't talking exclusively.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So you put that up on Valentine's Day.
Like I set all the ground rules beforehand, so which I think any man should do, especially.
She don't respect your rules now. She ain't gonna respect it once y'all in a relationship.
Yeah, that's
One thing
She
I've
gonna just
learned-
shit on your floor.
One thing I've learned, were you doing this? Because you could say it, but were you acting differently? You could say, I don't want this, but were you acting like you want that stuff?
acting differently as in.
You said stuff like, we ain't gonna be this, we ain't gonna be that, but were you putting yourself in situations where you
No.
made it feel like you were?
No, here's the thing.
together?
I said right now. I said I don't. I talk to other women. I said I let you know that I talk to other women. I said I don't want you to think that we can't be in a relationship right now. We just in the beginning stages. I want to see where it goes.
Yeah.
So I never said, "Oh, we not gonna be together," nothing like that. So I was still being nice. I was
feeling it out.
I was feeling it out.
Okay.
And I was honest. I think that's the main point is I was being honest. Like, listen, we may not. Like, I don't know where it's gonna go.
Right.
But I like you. I like your company. Let's see where it goes. Like that's. I mean.
Okay.
Let me tell you
But
what
just
I
stay
wanna
off
see
social media.
Yeah.
from love on social media.
What you want to see?
People get excited, and it's understandable
Yeah.
excitement when you fall in love or when you find someone. They post a bunch of pictures. Girls when they get engaged.
The,
I want
the
to see
steering wheel,
breakup.
the infamous
Show
steering
me
wheel.
the breakup. I want to see just as many pictures when the engagement is off, when y'all break up.
But I've seen- I've
Because he
seen-
said keep it real.
But
Keep
I've
it real.
seen that recently. I just saw that on Snapchat.
What?
2 weeks ago, there's a girl I follow on Snapchat. She was with her boyfriend. They were traveling together. Just this morning, I woke up and she had all these breakup posts, like saying that you'll move on and you'll find someone else and all this stuff. So she was breaking up with him
Damn.
through Snapchat. That's not good.
That's not
I'm not saying break up through social media, but let me
No,
see that
but I'm
side
saying
now.
she showed you that side. But I didn't want to see that either.
But how do you see that side though? That's the question.
Well, there's two ways I see it. One, if you see someone keep posting a bunch of pictures and all of a sudden you don't see that person in pictures no
it's
more.
done.
Or if the girl start doing thirst traps again, she back on the
But I'm
ground.
saying, what would you like to see?
You're gonna show me all the good on social media. Let me see all the bad. If
But
you gonna
how?
post
That's
like-
the question.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Show me you playing love songs. Show me you looking at ripping up pictures. Show me
I don't want to
whatever
see
you
that.
do.
I don't want
That's
to see
that's the present.
I don't want to see when it's so much. There's so much out there.
But
like,
you know,
every
But
picture,
they're advertising lies though, if not, right? Because they're only showing when they're happy. Is that what
That's
should
what
be shown?
Instagram is, right?
Yeah.
Because
See,
look,
it's everything. So that's wrong, right?
But what I've seen, look, I'm telling you, I saw a whole girl's character arc over
on
like
Instagram.
like on Instagram.
yeah.
Like, first of all, I started following her because she started flirting with me. And then I was like, nah, because I saw someone a post she was posting. It was a little weird. And she was talking about how lonely she was, she was. Then she was talking about how much she need love. Then she started posting thirst traps. Then she started posting about how dudes did her wrong. Then she started posting more thirst traps. Then now she started saying, then she started telling me what she wants. And now she's pregnant with it. Now she, and I'm like, dang, son,
got
you
what
ain't
she
go look
wanted.
at her Instagram? Like,
But that's
you can
bad.
tell.
But as a creator, that's beautiful. We like stories.
Like, I love
If you
the
gonna
story.
show me, if you just gonna show me everything, show me everything.
Now,
Don't be half-assed.
I ain't gonna follow you either way. If it's too much of anything, I'm gonna follow you.
if it's a girl now, say it's a girl that you were talking with before, and she get in a relationship, so you see all her posts and everything.
Right.
So it's saying I'm talking with her.
Like, you
she
saw
gets
it-
in a relationship with somebody else.
Yeah, you know, but you cool. You like, all right,
Yeah,
man.
cool.
You get in a
You
relationship.
know what I mean? She chose.
It's part of the game.
She shows up.
Now, does it prompt you to hit her up when you go on there one day and you see all them boyfriend pictures removed?
God.
Like when you see them removed,
Oh,
does
see,
a piece of you be like, Man, I should.
Nah, that's
I'm gonna
a
be
scumbag.
honest. I'm gonna be vulnerable right now. I did that.
I did that. Of course.
I'm honest.
And
I appreciate your
Yeah.
honesty.
And I have to. I mean, like I've been tempted to at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I fought with the idea. I said, wait a minute. I seen one picture removed from about 2 weeks ago. I was like, okay, maybe 2 weeks. Like, you know. And I went back. I see 7 weeks gone. I see 8 weeks gone. I said, it's my time to slide. It's my home run time. And I shouldn't have, but I mean.
Well, technically on a home run, you don't slide.
No, he was saying his
it was on home run.
his baseman coach.
Don't
That's
question the
true. That's
sport.
true. Go ahead.
Your baseman coach was signaling you in.
Yeah, it's sitting me in.
It's free right
Yeah.
now. That
But the thing is, though, on the low, you know what I mean? Like, these girls are smart. The girls are smart. They know when to beep, beep.
oh yeah, they
You
know
know
when
what
to
I
signal
mean?
you in without even talking to you.
Without even, you know, this way.
That's why I tell them
emotional
never
smart.
text a
Emotional
girl after
smart.
she put up a thirst trap because she gonna know.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
immediately when you see a sexy picture, don't do it.
You gotta wait. How long what's the waiting period?
2 weeks.
Man, if a girl posts a thirst
2
trap,
weeks.
you shouldn't be talking to her. Let her talk to you.
Speak for yourself.
I feel you.
But you never know because every girl's capable of posting a thirst pic.
Not no. I mean, every girl is capable of it, but if a girl's posting
Because
thirst,
it's all definition of thirst traps. You have the booty ones. You can just have one that's on her face that's looking very. If she just look good, half of them gonna be thirst traps, regardless, because she just look good. So it's like explain exactly what's a thirst trap.
there is no
that you
definition.
avoid.
But what?
They're kind of
Explain the thirst traps that you don't.
The ones you just said. I mean, the booty.
But I mean, there are different types though of thirst
Yeah,
traps,
there's
right?
different
Because you
types.
have a thirst trap where a girl might just be like reading a book and she looks pretty.
Yeah, but see, that's a smart nigga thirst trap.
Because if I see a girl cooking, that's a thirst trap to me.
That might be a thirst trap.
Everything you do is for men, women.
Everything.
Literally.
At least it goes.
I mean, you basically, and that's the thing that goes back to our topic because you're showing your life on Instagram. So whatever you
I was
do,
kidding. Go ahead.
But yeah, whatever you do is to basically show your life and what you like to do. So if I like to read and I'm taking a picture of me reading a book, it's gonna attract people who like that
Who
book.
like to read, yeah.
If I like to go to the beach and be naked, it's gonna attract people that like to go to the beach and be naked.
Yeah.
So everything you do is a thirst trap.
Everything.
But with the cool aspect, how can you make love look cool on Instagram? Is there a way to make it look cool?
But it's what he said. Isn't that what he said? That's why you'll see on a lot of different people's Instagram them getting married. You know, the married. I got a boo and all that stuff.
So if you want to make it cool, you can make
I think
it.
it's all.
I mean-
Personally, I'm for posting your relationship on Instagram. Of course, not excessive,
Right.
but I'm kind of against it at the same time because I did with my last relationship, who I was with her for like 2 years plus, and we posted a lot of pictures because everywhere I went to Jamaica with her, we went a lot of places together. So of course I'm gonna be in Jamaica, she's gonna be there, she's gonna be on my Instagram, right? Then when we broke up and I was trying to move on, it was like everybody was like, "Don't you got a girlfriend? Don't you got a girlfriend? Ain't that your girlfriend on your page?" And I had to delete every picture, and not only that, I'm still recovering from it.
So you have to go back. So you have to go back, reminisce on Jamaica,
And then delete it.
and then
So
delete.
let's talk about this then. How you say you had to delete everything.
Yeah.
Now what if y'all get back together? So do people wait? How long do you wait before you delete everything? How long should you wait?
I waited a good 3 months.
Okay, so that was a good grace period before you would know if y'all getting back together.
Goddamn long.
Do the weeds
I
need
want
to
to let
be
y'all
whacked?
know there's a nigga out here just whacking
And
away.
every time I bring up a good point,
I think we might be okay. I think we actually might be
but
okay.
that's interesting because you never
the
know.
game's
Like you
getting.
break up today,
Right.
you don't want to go and delete
No,
everything
it's too
because you can
soon.
get back together.
Yeah.
Then that's gonna cause more problems. So
Yeah,
3
you should
months
wait.
is a
You
good
should
grace
wait a good
period.
2-3 months.
Okay.
But during those 3 months, I was trying to get my thing wet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, yeah.
And I couldn't because
Yeah.
every girl was like, "Don't you?"
But that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
It affects
yeah.
your real life, you know.
It
I
does.
mean,
You know?
that's
That's
So
the first thing.
for fans that are always wondered and still comment on my picture, "Don't you got a girlfriend?" No.
No. yeah.
it's official.
It's been about over a year now.
Dang, man, that sucks, man.
It's official right here on the Dormtainment podcast. Mike Anthony
Is single after a year and a half.
Wait. So, is it different for genders? Like, is love cooler for women than it is for dudes? Like, because, you know, like you said, like you were trying to get the thing wet, which is a way that a lot of dudes, you know, we get over,
right?
You know, like a past thing, you know what I mean? Whereas a girl, I mean, girls move on too, the other dudes too, but is it different? Is it different?
Is it what different?
Is love cooler for girls than it is for guys?
It's more acceptable.
It's more acceptable.
Yeah. For a guy, there's a stigma where we have to be. I guess being a player is the cool thing. It's cooler for us to have multiple women. As for a girl, it's cooler for them to be with one guy and have him love her only.
And the thing with girls, they have that. They've been taught. It's been fairy tales over generations that, you know, to get married, to have a child, a husband. So they grow up wanting that.
And for generations of men, it's to conquer as many women as possible.
Exactly. That, even with that.
Oh yeah, I'm going along.
Oh, okay. You guys, we just heard something moving in our house, and we were about to squad up. So you were about to hear a bunch of scuffling and going on. But even with that. It's just like, as a man, it's weird because when I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, that's prime, go get it. That's prime, like, I'm in college, you go get it. But now, it's like, it's a full-time job. Like,
to be a good dad?
No, not to be a good dad, to go and conquer the women. That's a full-time job to some dads. Some dads is whatever. But to conquer these women, like, it's a job, like, because you gotta go on a date. I'm not gonna do that with I don't have time, nor do I have the funds.
Before you go on a date, you gotta text them.
Which is the respectable thing to do?
That's fine.
You know they deserve to. You know,
not with multiple. I'm saying with multiple.
Right. But no, it's not. It's not. You don't have the time for it.
Or the funds. Or the funds, and it's like it's really a full-time job to be single and trying to
date.
Multiple. You got to stick to. Look, now I feel like I'm not old, but I just feel like I can't do what I used to do.
Yeah. I don't have the F. And I read this article once that said when you have a kid, you start dating wisely afterwards because you take your time is valuable, and you don't just want to spend it just dating all these random people. So everybody you date, you like really consider. Should I even do this? Like, should I spend this $40 to take them out to eat and pick them up and all this gas and all this time? Yeah. So but I'm like that now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you don't necessarily have to have a kid to reach that point.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to have something that you're attached to. Right. That you know what I mean? Like we're attached to the company. Yeah. We're attached to our creativity. Right. You know what I mean? And you know, it's hard. Like I've seen that it's hard for me to date when it comes to me trying to build this business, because you know it's like sacrificing and giving and taking and stuff, you know what I mean? And it's hard when you have a baby. We got a baby.
I was telling you the other night, if we didn't have Dormtainment, we'd probably all have babies, possibly close to marriage.
I had 6 babies.
It'll be a whole different life.
I have 6 babies.
I've been married already.
Yeah, you'll have a whole different life, but when you're trying to create a business, it takes so much of your time, and you know that you got to do this before you make that sacrifice. That's like... I'm about to say, I realized time was important at like 21 when I tried to court this woman from Clark, who I really wanted to date, and I was like, you know, I'm talking to her. We went to Chili's.
Oh, okay. Taking it fancy.
Taking it fancy. We went to Chili's. I was like, all right, cool, this is good. Paid for the meal. We had good combo. Never heard from her again.
Damn.
Never heard from her again.
Wait. So you would reach out and you didn't hear from her again?
Yeah.
She got me one.
Yeah, she got me one. And it's
wait, what type of meal did she get? Did she get a burger? Did she get like
I'm not
fish?
even
but hold
sure.
on, before you choose what dish. You said what?
She might not have been feeling it.
Yeah, she might not.
If she not feeling it, you gotta have the respect to tell the man. You should have respect enough, you know, if that person's calling you or anything, right?
To tell him what though?
To tell him, you know,
I ain't feeling you.
The date, you know, I didn't really have a good time or whatever.
I guess.
Right? Isn't that the adult thing to do?
That's an adult thing to
do.
But
I think it's the adult thing to do if you get someone's heart involved. But if it's just a casual date and she don't fuck with you, she can.
But what I was gonna say, that's the first time I realized, I'm like, all right, so cool, this can happen a lot of times. I can waste a lot of money doing this. I can waste a lot of...
Once you get burned once.
We're missing a very important question here, though.
Okay.
When y'all went on this date, did she post it online? Because if she did, she owe you a phone call.
This is bad.
Well, you know, this is like,
before
08.
Well, Facebook.
I mean...
Yeah, but it wasn't like...
Did she post the picture of the burger she got?
I don't think food selfies was popular.
It wasn't
like
popular. Because that's the most disrespectful thing you can do.
Like,
if you don't call the nigga back and then you post like your little fish sandwich and shit.
Like I own 50% of that picture. Like you gotta get
tag me in this. At least tag me.
She said the burger was better than the combo.
Woo! What do you do in that situation?
Just right under it. Yeah, I agree. I had the same.
That's true. That's a good one.
Now, the fact that you bring up dating and wasting time and money, right? We're men. At the end of the day, we still need affection and love. You know, I'm not too macho to say that, right? So, is it better to have somebody there who's just one person who you can go to for that stuff and be you know, spend that time with them, or is it better just to be lonely?
It depends on what you need. I mean, some dudes need more affection, some dudes don't. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some people get.
But you gotta be careful with getting that affection from that. Just getting that from that particular person, because they on their end they be like, okay, well, we getting closer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you.
But what I'm saying is that actually it's that being okay with saying you are the only person I want to be with.
Yeah.
Okay.
And being in a relationship, but do you think that's more beneficial to be with somebody who you know you don't have to spread your time out to all these other people, just with one person and focus on your business? Or is it more beneficial to just be...
I think you just got to be honest up front. You say, I don't want necessarily a relationship right now.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, what are you
I'm saying you want a relationship.
You want a
Okay.
You want a relationship, but is that better than just dating casual and being single?
I mean,
I feel-
if you
It's
feel
having so what you're asking is having a relationship, just a relationship, where you're not necessarily in love or even necessarily
Nah.
So you're saying just being in a regular relationship
Because
compared to being single, right?
Right, because Rome brought up the point about going on dates and how wasting time and wasting money. And as men, at the end of the day, we can say we focused, we gonna work, we gonna do this, but we gonna want to date. We gonna want to holler at some girls. We gonna look at our Instagram to see who's following us, so we can hit them back and say, "What's up? You in LA?"
You know why I say yes? Yeah, say yes to the relationship, because usually when you're in a relationship, you want to be better for that person.
Right.
It motivates you. You want to be even
Absolutely.
better. Now you're striving to be the best. So in that regard, yes. But I mean, that's how you should date someone that
See,
inspires you.
but at the same time, I was in a similar situation recently, and I will say that if what you want to do with your life, if you find whatever that thing is, you know, you really love doing, your time spent on that. If it also is wrapped in with money, that's how you make your income, that's how you survive. If you're taking time away from that to go date and go spend with that lady, or even especially if you're trying to be in a relationship, you have to give some time to her, and you're not able to do that. It's almost like sometimes you're gonna be splitting yourself in half, especially because to take you out on a date, I have to provide, you know, to even be a gentleman, you know, sometimes. I could be a gentleman, open the car door for you and stuff. But I'm saying even to go pick you up, to go do certain things, I can't do
But
that.
then you have to find someone, even though no matter what, even when you find someone, they still want time, but you have to find someone who understands your feel and the amount of time that you will have and then you won't have.
Right.
Even though they say I understand, most of the time they still need time, but you have to find someone who knows
That actually
beforehand.
gets it,
You
gets
gotta
it.
let them know before, this is what I do.
The thing is, what messes people up too is like when you start talking to a girl, and I've had this happen recently too. You start talking to her, and it's cool, but like a month in, as a man, as anybody, you know whether or not you're gonna be with this person or not.
Yeah.
And you'll tell yourself, but it's cool when it's really not. And when you know you're not gonna be with. And I done got caught doing that plenty of times. Like you know you're not gonna be with the person, but you're kind of scared to. Like maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm going too hard, but if you know in your heart, you just gotta let it go. You gotta cut it off. But what happens is you get comfortable and you stay, then you end up being in a relationship, and now this isn't a healthy relationship
Let me ask you this:
at all.
Can you break up with a chef?
Can you break up with a chef?
If it's not working, you gotta let it go.
I don't get the question.
But the food.
No, you talking about.
Can you
Yeah,
break up with your girls?
I get it, but you gotta.
Girls are chef. I thought you just meant a chef.
But yeah, girls, you gotta, because it's not gonna be fun. Like she's gonna cook, you gonna eat, but
That's like breaking up a girl with good pussy. I mean,
it's
it's
not-
hard. Or you be thinking about another nigga hitting it.
You gotta eat more than you gonna eat more than you have sex.
Yeah,
So that's the thing. As soon as you're done with sex, you hungry.
I read an article.
Before sex, you hungry. You need nutrition to have good sex.
I read an article that we're in the hookup generation, but I think
Wait a second.
that we're in the hookup generation. But I think
Hold on.
this man,
Can we get that on video?
I'm gonna get it.
Can you see him?
he just doesn't want to leave us alone.
Come back, guy. There you go.
He got the red flag on his head.
He knows we're doing
He
a
banging Suwoo.
I'm telling you, the game just sent.
He sent him. He said,
Yeah, you got the red flag. Yeah. Talk shit on podcasts.
We'll be upset if he didn't come. We just mad because he came right to the podcast.
Mike's right. We didn't even put this out yet, and he already know.
but
We're in LA, man.
it was said that we live in a hookup generation.
Yeah, it just. All right.
Where does it go?
Should we on our roof?
No. This is
Okay,
funny
this is-
because
okay.
it's gonna.
No, he can't get on our roof.
I don't know.
He might live on the roof.
I don't know.
It got loud.
It's just like
No, you're right.
eating and sex.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know which one's more important.
He's blowing the door right now.
I'm gonna eat.
So the
some
moral of the story is don't try to do a podcast when people are working on your yard. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but
We're still not used to living in a house, guys.
yeah.
If we were in an apartment, this would have been worse.
Oh yeah, we couldn't do no pod. What we used to say in North Hollywood, we couldn't do no pod. A helicopter would come down and fly just near the window and just hover for like 35 minutes.
And they
Yeah.
would wait and say, okay, they're not done yet, so keep the chopper running. keep the chopper running.
You got some chips,
What was
Bob?
that last point you were making?
What I was saying was, which I hope you guys can hear me clearly, I'm gonna speak loud enough, that I read an article that this generation is the hookup generation. I agree and disagree because I feel like every generation is a. And what I mean by hookup generation is a lot more open relationships. I can't agree with that. It probably is a lot more just, oh, let me date you, put my penis in you and dip out. Like I think it may be more of that now, but I can't say that for sure.
I think it's
No, I
more
think
because it's. Oh my bad.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just.
I think you're gonna say the same thing I'm about to
Yeah.
say.
I just think it's more because it's a digital age.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
People are more connected than ever from
Yeah,
different
yeah.
states, different places. Where
Different
before
countries.
that, if you're just in your town,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily want to.
Now,
be doing
do you think because of social media,
Yep.
it takes? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because of social media, it might take longer for people to get married, right? Because they have so many options.
Okay, yeah.
Like I can talk to a girl, another country or another state, and go see her sometimes. It's nothing, right?
And you also can say it aids marriages because you can find somewhere
Right.
where you necessarily wouldn't find them.
That's true.
But people might see it as the hookup era because you have so many options. But when we get older, we gonna be like, man, I did everything because I done seen every girl on Instagram. I don't, and I don't really need. I know I don't need anything else because I've seen what else is out there. So now that I'm getting married at 35 or whatever, I'm not worried about. Oh, damn, what am I missing?
You know what? And I feel like like the way we've done marriage is disrespectful. It really is. Like the divorce rate is 50%,
That's
over
crazy.
50%. That's disrespectful. I don't care what religion you are in, what you believe in.
Just in
That's
general, yeah.
disrespectful.
You mean disrespecting the fact that they just doing it? It's like it's a taboo. Like it's just
well,
you
I'm not
just do-
saying it's taboo, but it's like like they don't even value what actual
Okay.
love
Yeah,
means
yeah,
and
yeah.
what the actual contract.
So those people don't
love
think it's
means.
cool. They don't think love's cool.
No. Well, they think the idea of
maybe
love
taking
is cool.
advantage of it.
Okay.
actually.
Yeah, you know what I
Okay.
mean? And that shit whack to me. Like, I respect love. And when I say love ain't cool, I mean love ain't cool to popular masses. You know what I mean? The perception of love is cool. But, like deep love and what that actually is, that shit ain't cool. And when people get into that deep love, then they start saying, oh shit, I want to be away from this shit.
One of the biggest negatives of social media was comparing your relationship. I think that damages more relationships than posting. Like, because now you gonna look at them. Why we don't do that?
Relationship-
Why you gonna treat me like
Especially if
that?
they look cool.
Relationship goals. Like, that's
relationship-
whack to me. Like, that's whack.
And
Like,
see, that goes to your point about posting the bad and the good, because everybody only sees the good, and they be like, "Well, my relationship ain't like that."
Right.
But you don't know they just finished arguing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
fighting.
Fighting.
A physical fight in a ring.
Brawling. Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith type of fighting.
The whole house fucked up.
So I think as long as there are women around too, to be honest with you, I think love is kind of cool. I'm not saying love doesn't exist, but love is cool.
So wait, you telling me if all women died,
Love wouldn't
And
be
men
cool.
had to love other men. Then love wouldn't be cool.
I will. Especially
It won't. It won't
Especially if
because
they
we-
getting that deep love.
that deep love. Well, I don't want to see man on man deep love.
No, but it is cool because you're happy when your friend is in a relationship or falls in love or something. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not.
Especially when
it
it
is
comes
cool.
to
It
love,
is-
like kids and like.
No,
stuff like that.
it is cool, but the mass perception of it. When I'm talking about what is popular, mostly online. You know what I'm saying, on Instagram stuff. What's cool is who's making it cool are women. They're making it cool. Like if
I think women always it's always been about love with them. Like they've never been the type to promote, slackness and be with so
That's
many
why he's
people.
saying it.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They bring
They're
it.
the ones that bring a lot of the love and display it
But
to be cool. You know what
To
I'm
your
saying?
point,
I'm
men,
booed up.
a lot of men set the trend like for what's going on right now. Like hip hop is a big reason why people feel a certain way. Like right now, hip hop is a big reason why people do certain things. So if hip hop is saying, if the culture is saying, fuck all these bitches and fuck all
Yeah,
shit,
get
right?
money, yeah.
Get money and fuck bitches. Then a lot of dudes in high school are gonna grow up with that mentality. And
But the ones that are keeping it cool is the ones like that are going, yo, Beyonce, I want a relationship like Beyonce
Right.
and them.
And
And that's the love.
But that's still girls.
That's what I'm saying. They're the ones keeping it cool.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they create love. To me, God's love.
Right.
So, but they make it cool. They will keep it cool.
And I agree
So-
with you, but I'm saying that it's always been like that. So it's never changed. But
Right.
for us.
Yeah, it fluctuates for
It
us.
fluctuates because,
Yeah,
like in the
exactly.
'70s, there were songs like "Last Night, Me and My Woman,
Right.
We Cried."
Right.
Niggas ain't talking about crying with their woman right now.
Well,
I cried.
Well, what do
Some people talk about they lonely, but
what do girls exactly mean when they say they want a relationship like Jay-Z and Beyonce? Do they want to be rich? They want to be entertained?
Some-
it doesn't matter.
Because you can just look on Instagram and see a couple say, I want a relationship like them. Why
Yeah, but
Beyonce and Jay-Z?
the point I'm trying to make, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I'm just saying it's cool. They
No,
make
I
it
know it's cool, but I want to know why they say that. What is it that they want
you
from
can't.
Jay-Z?
I can't. None of us
'Cause
can
they
speak
see-
for every single woman and
'cause
say
they-
that
I-
this is what they believe. You know what I'm saying?
I just
But-
think some of them they see the outside of it. They see the glitz and
Yeah,
glamour.
And that shit is whack to me. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit is.
They don't know that.
Not
you
the
know,
relationship.
No.
I agree with you because it's plastic, but that's making it cool. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like
That's the
an action movie makes it cool to us.
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
guns, but a war is not cool.
Yeah, like-
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it's cool to us on the street, so that's kind of whack if you look at it like that. So they're just
Wait,
making
wait,
love.
wait,
cool.
wait, wait.
That's a
You
movie,
telling me the
bro.
Matrix is whack? Do you want to have that argument right now?
I'm not gonna go that far.
It's cool, but if I was in that situation, I'd be scared.
Exactly. And then when you're in a relationship, you sometimes scared. And you want to run.
Sometimes.
That's because
Constant fear.
that's because the way they make men these days. But that's a whole nother podcast.
But that goes back to Cam's point about post. If people posted everything about the relationship, the good, the bad, the ugly, then I think people would have a better understanding of how to maybe deal with this stuff because they need to see real things. If they just see the fairy tale, they're gonna always want that, and then when the bad stuff happens, either they're just gonna run away fast or not know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
But you can't really post.
Very fucking true.
You can't really post. Bad, like I don't know how you post bad stuff in a good way.
Well, see, and that's one thing. You know what I mean? Negativity is not social. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
negativity is not social. Positivity is a social thing. Negativity is very real, but it's not a social thing that you share with people. Unless that other person is in the negative situation. You know what I mean? So,
So you can't
I
really
don't.
post the bad.
I mean,
know,
unless you want people to unfollow you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You want to catch that unfollow.
What if you build your social media on honesty with your followers?
Shit.
If that's what you choose, I mean. That's
I
what
mean,
you
but I
do.
saw Joe Budden kind of did that early on when he was with Tahiri. He had them vlogs, and he would post the arguments.
Yeah, I
You
didn't know
remember that? You remember that?
yeah,
Yo, them shits were good. Yo, them shits were interesting.
They were
It was
actually
honest.
going.
It was very honest. You know what I mean? But then
So you appreciate that type of honesty.
I
for
would
that to
never
go-
do it, but I'm saying if you're that person that's gonna post everything,
Yeah, just don't because
just
you're
post the
fake
good.
otherwise, right?
Yeah.
Because you're not showing both sides.
But one thing I see,
everything.
well, he did post up some good, but it's just like the thing is that when you set up your social media, I feel like you're setting up a store. You know what I mean? You set up a store for what you got. And if you set up a store for negativity, people gonna be like, why are you not selling me negativity? You know what I mean? I want some more negativity.
My store gonna have a lot of porn in it.
A porn store, you know what I mean? Why you not giving me porn?
Business.
Oh no, it's $1 billion business.
People ain't buying porn.
Who buying porn?
I ain't saying you gotta come in and buy. It's digital.
Online store.
Online.
You can get money from ads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Subscription porn.
Yeah.
I can show you a couple sites right now.
Hey, all right.
It's not the time.
But
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we gotta show both sides of the relationship. I think that if we started doing that, showing both sides, it will help people learn. It will help people see what a real relationship is. Because people have this thing where they think Claire and Huxtable, like what's
Claire Huxtable.
Claire Huxtable and Heathcliff. They want a relationship like that. It's just so loving, and they didn't argue. They barely argued, but the niggas went at it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, even though they're fictional characters, but in real life, those characters go at it all the time.
But you know what is good though, and I'm seeing this on social media too. A different world. All them girls. I want a Dwayne Wade. Give me a Dwayne Wade.
Why is that good?
Because you know Dwayne Wade, he had a little trouble in him. You know what I mean? He was a trouble man. Sometimes he wouldn't. You know, and him and what's old girl name? Whitley. They didn't like each other at first, and you know they had drama and beef and stuff like that.
Even when they got in a relationship.
Yeah, even when they got in a relationship.
Because before
he hated her. Yeah.
No, he was head over heels.
Head over heels for her. Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when they got together, she annoyed the hell out of him.
Of course,
and you started to see the real. To me,
That just completely backfired.
Dwayne and Whitley remind me of. There's this meme I saw of Meek Mill and Nicki, and it said when you get with the girl of your dreams, and then you find out she annoying as fuck. That's what their relationship.
They had his
was.
face, and he was just looking.
Yeah, they had both of their pictures, and he was just like.
Men just gotta realize no matter how fine she is, she gonna get on your nerves. Like shit, you gonna get on each other's nerves.
You gonna get on each other's nerves. It's two humans.
Yeah, two humans.
It's two fucking humans.
Ooh, I got a question. Where we're at right now?
Hold on, wait, cause he tripping.
No, he back there.
Yo.
Okay. Cam just slid in from the bathroom for those who want to know what that sliding noise was. But
Can't drink too much water.
this is a question I got for us right now with the status that we're at right now. You know, up and coming creators. We D-list, you know what I'm saying, creators trying to make it to C, B, and A, you know what I'm saying. Do girls right now, do you think they?
Oh my God, hold up.
Why it gets louder? Like it
He hears it when a good point's coming.
Whenever a question comes,
he says, yeah, they gotta go.
oh, it's on low. Let me put this bitch on high right quick.
Appreciate it.
This nigga Roman's a bully. Now.
Let me let y'all know, like, don't bring no food around me, cause you're gonna get the Mr. Appreciated. And for those who don't know who Mr. Appreciated is,
He's a bully.
It's my hand when it comes out, cause I'm such a nice guy. You're not gonna deny me.
No,
Sometimes you'll deny me, but I'll try to hit you with something cute, and maybe you'll help me out.
I said no to him once, and I regretted. I thought about it for like 30 minutes. I was like, was that the right thing to do?
I dig deep for your moral conscience. I make you question everything that you have going on.
For somebody that doesn't know wrong, they gonna feel.
Yeah.
But if you know him like you know, like no,
No, nigga, get your ass out of here.
not this time.
Just
no.
stinking ass over here. You don't stink.
And it's all, you know, it's all good. These my niggas. You know what I'm saying? So they can tell me no. It's cool.
You metaphorically stink.
Because deep down when they go to sleep, I hope they dream about not giving me any of
I ain't gonna lie, I did one time. I said no to Rome, and I was like, man, I feel terrible. I said yes, like for the next year.
He said no, and then he came back in my room, and I was waiting like an evil professor.
Yeah.
I knew you'd come back.
With his hand out.
All right, so I think I can hit this next time. What I was gonna say was, where we're at right now in our careers trying to make it. Do you think some girls, the girls who date us, or girls that you have dated, look at dating you as cool right now?
Now, when you say
my
date, do you
God.
mean like relationship, like
I mean, just being like saying that, knowing that you call them, they call you, knowing that maybe y'all have,
Only possibly if she's heavy on internet. If she's not, then no, because she wouldn't know who you are or who you're becoming or any of that. So,
But yeah,
It might be cool at first.
Okay.
Then it might start getting annoying too.
For her or
for her.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know, just from her perspective. So I'm saying like it might get
Annoying as in like
the
just what we
attention
do.
that you get. Yeah,
And that's why I said it'd be annoying for you guys too.
Yeah.
Because
It's all right, yeah.
as we're in this weird world where somebody may know exactly who you are and start crying, and then somebody else might be like, "Who the hell is that?"
Like, I don't know.
You know what I mean? And if you're with a girl and another girl starts crying, or another girl like likes you or something, your girl, she might have a couple reactions to that. You know, she might like it, she might be impressed, or she might feel like, you know, a certain way. But after a while, that keeps happening. When I've dated girls, I've had a lot of girls come up to me, and then other girls,
Well, once again, that's something you gotta tell her at the beginning.
I tell her, you tell
I
her
know,
in
you
that
tell
situation.
them, but that's the at least you told them.
Yeah.
Told the one that you may have this
The
type of
stuff
reaction.
that's gonna happen,
thing.
stuff that you know.
Yeah, bro.
It might be bad, but most girls I date, they usually know me from. The reason I know them is because of this. So I don't know. If
You saying like even when you meet them out and about?
I don't really meet people out and about. It's sad.
Okay.
I do.
met me
But
outside.
eventually, like the first thing you ask somebody is,
What's
what
going on?
do you
What you
do?
do?
Like, what's your life about?
Yeah.
And you tell them, me and my friends and I, we started this website. They look it up. Oh shit, this nigga's big. Right away, they should know who you are.
Mike, you met me out and about.
Well, I ain't fucking you.
That's a good point. That's a really good point actually.
Needs to be said.
Because I just know sometimes it's kind of. Now some girls may get used to that lifestyle. What if? Ooh, that's like. What if you going good, everything going good, but when you hit that down patch of ain't nobody coming up to you, ain't nobody do they?
She shouldn't be with you just because of that.
Well, I mean. That's my thing. She might just think it's cool. She might just be with you. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta read
Then
through
you
that.
hopefully you can read through that.
Hopefully.
You gotta cut that off.
Oh, she gonna cut you off. I mean, if you down.
Very true.
For a lot of
That's
girls,
what I think.
for some girls, dating somebody who is like, has an upcoming career and known for people, that is cool. But for a lot of like other girls, that shit ain't cool. Like I've had girls be like,
I can't.
girls that I've lost to be like, I'm not dating no fucking entertainer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
But that's understandable.
That's real.
It's understandable, but it's like,
It
me
got
corazon.
Because
Me corazon.
before we really like got our business to this point, I was like, man, I don't see myself dating an actress or video vixen. You know what I'm saying? But now that we in, it's like I can understand why you would.
Still wouldn't date the video vixen, but the actress.
No, but it's
I understand.
Now,
It's that world.
It's funny you say that. Y'all bring that up because me and Rome, we were talking this morning, right? And I recently found out that a girl I guess I used to talk to, we went on a few dates or so. I found out she's dating some popular guy on TV, right? And it's like, I'm not mad. I have no reason to be mad. But at the same time, like, these the only type of niggas she date? Or is it just because she's in this
Is she
arena?
in that world?
She is in that world.
Yeah.
She's an actress as
She is in
well.
that world.
But hold on. Do that nigga look like you?
No.
Is it Bill Bellamy? No, I've had a girl leave me.
For Bill Bellamy?
Well, not leave me. Damn, Bill out here getting it.
So you gotta be a player.
Bill killing it. I had a girl, we broke up, and then she started dating somebody who looked just like me. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
Like, you might as well
Now,
With the status
my ex, I ain't gonna lie, most of her dudes before me looked
look
kind
like
of in
you.
the same
like,
arena
yeah.
as
So
me.
she had that style. That's her taste.
Yeah.
Nigga, you
And I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
But
I see what Mike's saying when you see that girl and you like were you
looking at it?
like were you dating me because you thought I had a different type of status and then when you found out I wasn't that is
Are you dating that guy because you want him to help you get to another level and that's what you thought I could do and that's why you're not dating me? Like you bring up a lot of questions. It's a lot of questions.
The most dangerous girl is the one who talks to a bunch of potential stars.
Yeah.
Because they just keep you around. Just whoever pop up first, going with you.
Plant
Right
the
that way.
you
seed.
see him all the time?
That's the new
You see
strategy.
them
No,
all
I'm
the
talking
time.
to the big guys. They already taken.
Yeah, the potential niggas.
Yeah, plant your seeds. And it's some seed planters.
Oh.
I know how to pick
You-
out seed
You,
planters
just
now
look,
too.
you gotta know. You can just look on Instagram. Oh, she in that video. Oh, she in that video. Oh, she know this person. Oh, she with that person. Oh, it's everywhere. It's
Seed planters.
Or she's just like friends with all of them.
all of them. all the time.
I know.
Just friends,
I know how to. When a girl hit me up with that little LOL, When she hit me with that little LOL in that comment section, I'm like, you planting seeds. I know you planting seeds. She might just think it's funny, right?
But you gotta be on the.
But when she say LOL and she gives you something to respond back to,
I think you only can look at that if
Hold on. You got.
If you're not funny, you put LOL. That's a seed.
You saying if she just hit you up with
no.
LOL.
I'm not saying that automatically means that.
Okay.
But I've seen the seed planters.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And this is a common thread amongst them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, that seed planter messes with this dude from the Falcons and this actor. Oh, she messed with this producer and this dude.
That's why I got
and y'all all do this.
Okay.
Farmers only.
Okay.
Seed planters.
Seed planters.
That was like Tay. Did you know? That's why I went seed planter.
The first thing I do if a girl hit me up on social media and she's halfway attractive and I'm like, okay, maybe. First thing I do is go through her followers. And especially on Instagram, you see that green? Wait.
Yep.
Oh, she following somebody I know? Who is it? If it's like 4 y'all in them, then nah, we can't do it.
If she following a bunch of us, then like, nope.
Yeah.
My,
well, she could be a fan of Dormtainment.
But
It's
still,
just like,
but I like, if she just followed me out of the whole group,
that's for sure.
Let me see.
I remember Buddy at the comedy
So you trying to
club.
plant your seed right now to the girl?
No, I'm just letting you know because if I see you follow everyone, there's people in this group ain't gonna say who that's gonna strike first.
Nah,
We got some fast
it's a wild life out here.
That's a fact.
It's a wild life.
I see girls follow us, and I'd be like, okay, let me see what she about. I look at her followers. All right, I'm too late.
It was a dude at the comedy club, and he kind of made a true statement. It was funny. He was like, "If you talking to a girl and she like a 7 and above, that's not just your girl you talking to. She talking to about 6 of your friends, some football players, and every dude in the club was like thinking. He was like, see, that's why everybody.
I'm kind of offended because it's kind of true.
It depends on the city.
It depends.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said in LA, New York, all these,
Can girls say that for guys?
yeah,
Especially in LA.
especially for entertainers. They can
Say you could be a 3 and above and probably still getting it out here.
Yeah,
for a
got
guy.
that bread,
Yeah, you get that bread, or you,
Guys, yeah.
or like I said, you entertainer. They look at, oh, you a comedian, oh yeah, that's you.
And that's why it's hard out here, man. Cause I don't know who I'm gonna find next in LA. Cause every girl that's slightly, well, not every girl, but most girls we meet that are slightly attractive are in this world and know every dude that's in this world.
Tough to date because you just don't
In
want
this
to date
world,
the
meaning-
girl that's dated everybody in the same room as you.
Right.
When you at a
Like when I'm at the comedy store, I don't want another dude to come up to me and be like, "Oh, you know what's her name?"
That's a product. I think that's a big product of your job because you're in entertainment. So most of the women we meet are in entertainment as well. If you were just a paper boy, you
I
probably
would
wouldn't
meet
meet
a paper girl.
you probably won't meet as many actresses.
Right,
'cause
you're
you won't
right.
Be around.
But how small and scary the world is. The other day, I was down at USC for a little event, and
I was there too.
and then Cam was there, Mike was there, and we were.
So you were just gonna say you was there?
Selfish.
Tell everybody
I
else.
mean, no, I just think
Something else,
it
boy.
was.
You something else.
I didn't get into my story, so. But we were down there, and we, network exchanged contacts, and I exchanged contacts with this guy, and a girl had texted me while he was putting in his contact, and he was like, "Oh, you know so and so too," and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy," because the girl is not. She's not from either place. She's not from Atlanta. She's not from LA.
Okay.
From a whole different place. That's scary. That's
that's
a
crazy.
very small pocket.
Maybe
And-
she just has a unique name. So
no, I mean, no,
one else has
that's
name.
what I'm saying. That's
exactly
the
what
scary
it is.
part about it. It's like, oh, well, he was like, oh, you know her too? I was like, yeah. It wasn't nothing like he dated or nothing, but just think if he had dated her or anything like
West
that.
Coast, and he just had your phone for like a second.
A second.
His number, her name popped up, and he was like, "Oh, you know what's her name?" I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, like, and that's scary. So it's tough.
That's crazy. Yo.
But with the way social media is, I think everybody's connected too. So it's hard. It's gonna be harder to find people who are just like solo. Everybody you know is gonna know somebody else.
It's gonna be like it could be looked at negatively, and then it could also be looked at like we just gonna be all one big ass family, and everybody gonna be in each other's business. Everybody gonna be talking shit at the dinner tables. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the world, like
You know what I don't like when even on Twitter I've seen it where you'll be talking to a particular girl or even on Instagram whatever, and then like she end up friends with a lot of the other girls you know. You trying to figure out when and where that happened or why that happened. And you like, how did that even? They tweeting each other. Oh, you look good today. You don't know her. Like, and then next thing you know, they post a pic together. It's like, did I play matchmaker and something? It's just weird. All of it's weird. You gotta be careful with all that, man. But
I'm very even careful who I follow. Like I can see a girl that looks nice, but I'm not gonna follow her right away. I take like a couple days. I
do some research.
I see how she posts. I go to her page a few times, and then I might hit her with a follow.
So that means they ain't on private.
Sometimes they are, and I gotta go watch the other social networks too.
So you gotta do research.
I got to, man. It's tough, but it's just like getting to know someone before you get to know them.
And you know, why does it have to get that deep? Like, do you think eventually it's gonna be like you gonna find? Do you think you're gonna find your basically wife if you ever choose to get married online?
It could happen. It almost happened. So it could happen.
I just want to put out there that I don't want all the negativity just for our generation, because I feel if our past generations had what we had, they would be the same way.
Of course.
Yeah, so sometimes they look
Instagram
down on this generation, but they shouldn't, because I don't know.
We just have to adjust. But
imagine David Ruffin with Instagram.
Imagine Rick James Instagram.
Oh
I want to
my
see
God,
that.
Rick James.
Instagram.
Crazy.
Who would be some good Instagrams to look at?
Rick James, David Ruffin.
Oh,
James Brown.
What's the basketball player who had like a
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain's Instagram.
6 million.
No, but his Instagram would have been the funniest because he didn't care. He was like, I know what I do. Yeah. So it would have been, his Instagram would have been like that.
You think it would have been like Kevin Gates or something, like where you talk?
No, his Instagram would have been like Dan dude that just had the girls. Yeah. He just.
But my thing is, you know what I mean, even like for that, like sometimes I follow people because they funny. Sometimes I follow people because, you know what I mean, because they be sharing good stuff. Sometimes I like to just follow people, you know what I mean, just because they ask.
Right.
But, you know what I mean, when you're there, your whole thing is a show. You know what I mean? Who you following is a show. Who following you is a show. Everything is there to be, you know, to be presented as a show. So that shit kind of whack. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody examining and looking at what you got in there. You know what I mean?
And I feel like people look at your social media and kind of judge you.
Yeah.
So it's like who you follow, what you like, and what you say has everything to do with who you are.
How many followers you got?
That too. But if I go through your followers and you follow nothing but big booty chicks, be like, this is what you into. You only like that type of. So it's like it's you got to watch that stuff too as a person, because I wish I could just follow anybody, but I don't. I consider who
You're a brand.
I'm a
You're a brand.
Not only for Dormtainment, but for myself.
Exactly.
Like I don't want the next girl who actually might be a potential girl to look at my shit and be like, oh, he only follow big booty bitches. I don't want that. So I mind who I follow.
So you got to space it out.
Yeah, space your big
I
booty.
space it
Big
out.
booty bitches.
I follow one a year.
National Geographic. Big
National
booty
big
bitch.
booty.
Science.
That's real.
Science.
That's crazy.
Instagram.
But yeah, man, we had a good conversation today.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in again. Stay tuned for the digital skits coming soon your way.
Yeah.
And just stay tuned, man. We'll be dropping our next podcast.
Yeah. You know the deal.
All right, y'all. Have a good.
Hold on. Once again, I just want to say, Game, your music, phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, phenomenal.
This is Chaz, by the way, so just want to put that out there.
I think the Game had his gardeners come plant devices all
He
the
said,
time.
you know what? Those are actually, they're cool guys. I'll leave them alone today.
Game, like I said, man, I'm gonna stick to my word, but you can whoop my ass. I'm pretty sure you can.
And things we ain't gonna talk about are things we ain't gonna talk about.
All right. Later.